In May last year, we reconstructed an armed robbery in Leicester.
Gun!
After watching the programme, an officer rang to say he thought the man in the glasses had committed a similar job in his area. As a result, Atiq Ahmed was put on an ID parade, picked out, and he's now serving a jail sentence for 5.5 years for both robberies. Now the head of Sussex CID with a crime from his own patch.
It's late at night at Woolworths in Helsham, and 3 figures are trying to work out a way to get in. Now, they're not the most subtle of men. They end up smashing the door down. 2 think they're safe in balaclavas, but you might know their friend, and I'd like to ask all 3 a question or 2. So give us a call, 0500 600 600, or you can ring the Instant Room on 0845 60 70 999.
We normally show closed-circuit TV of suspects, but here's a shameful crime actually taking place, and the victim herself takes us through what happened.
Sometimes I'll stock the shelves up, and other times I'll sit and read the paper and then start work. But this morning I just sat down, thought I'll have a look at the paper. The fella came in, so I stood up and asked what he wanted, and he asked for the cigarettes. As I turned round to get them, and when I turned back he squirted my face. But sort of went down my throat. I was coughing and I couldn't breathe. I thought I was choking. My eyes were watering. I thought I was going to die.
You can't see him, but the attacker had an accomplice who stole money from the office.
And then I heard him saying everything okay. And then the 2 of them just went out.
They drove off in a stolen white Ford Escort, which was found abandoned half a mile away on the Westvale estate in Kirby.
The police told me they'd sprayed my face with CS gas. They're just horrible people. You know, to do that to someone, it's just not right.
Do you know him? Please give us a ring before he attacks someone else. 0500 600 600 or 0151 777 6531.
In 16 years, we've seen everything on Crimewatch, but not this, a first, and everyone hopes the last. Hello.
Mum, some men have kidnapped me.
Where are you? Where are you?
I don't know where I am.
I said, go out and look, so that I can see Kilburn Station in front of me.
They're threatening to kill me.
Call the police. Call the police, all right?
It took 9 minutes for the police to arrive, and then the officer found it hard to believe the story. One Thursday, about a month ago, a 14-year-old, we'll call him Paul, nipped out to buy a phone card near his home in Forest Gate, East London. It's just after 9, and he's got to be home soon to get to bed for school the next day.
Get in the car, or we'll pop you.
When he saw the gun, he thought maybe that was the end of it. He did not believe he'd come back home.
If you want to stay alive, you have to make us some money.
One of them asked him, where do you live?
Give me your address, man.
87.
Out of fright, he gave them the address of the
Now,
house.
if you run away, I will come to your house and kill you.
The 4 men and the terrified boy cruised through Forest Gate, and then around 9:30 pulled into Addington Road, the quiet residential street, where around the corner there's a single shop, an off-licence.
I'm going to go in there and buy something, right? When the till open, you grab the money. You got any beer?
Beer, yeah, which one?
Skull. Super strength, you know.
One gang member stayed outside with Paul, but the shopkeeper became suspicious.
Cheers.
Excuse me.
8 pence.
That's my closing time, 9:30.
All right,
Please,
man.
thank you very much.
So we're just buying a thing.
Thanks
you know.
very much. Thank you, my friend. Thanks.
Get him in here. Get him in. You really mess up this time, man. You messed me up. You made me spend £1.20.
That's when they started beating him up. That's when they started putting off the cigarette stubs on him, lighted ones. For a person to do that, there must be a monster.
We think the red Sierra was F registered,
Left ear, man. Left ear.
and you may have seen it turn the wrong way into St George's Road. The gang plainly knew the way. Paul, by now, was dazed from the beating and badly burned with cigarettes.
Yeah. Yeah, we kidnapped some little boy, innit? Yeah, man. You want to speak to him? Here, say hello.
Hello?
Yeah. All right, look, I'll meet you later, yeah? Down at the hospital. Or at Mum's. All right. Come on, man, let's get out of here.
I asked him, I said, why didn't you call for help? He said the one with the gun was always with him. There was no way he could run away.
Next onto Plaistow High Street, where without a clear plan of action, they cruised around for any potential victims.
Hello, girls, what can I get you?
Yeah, can we have 2 chicken and chips, please?
Yeah, sure. 5, 10. Oh my God.
Around 10:15, the red Sierra headed out of East London with Paul squashed into the footwell.
Keep your head down, man.
But he thinks they went under the Rotherhithe Tunnel, then headed west. Were they going to the hospital they mentioned on the phone, or going back to Mum's? At any rate, they finished north of the Edgware Road in Kilburn.
So the stealing that really got to him. He said, Mom, I've never stolen before. I said, no. They told me to take a bag off someone. I said, but it was not of your own free will. Darling, if you have a gun to your head, I can't blame you for doing anything.
The police car was attending another incident, but they panicked and went in the opposite direction. For the first time, the gunman ran ahead of Paul. The boy saw his opportunity and took it.
To the mothers and girlfriends of those who have done this, as a mother, I think you shouldn't cover up for your son if you know your son is someone like that.
Well, you certainly shouldn't. I mean, absolutely terrifying for that boy. 2 hours in that car. It's hard to imagine why anyone would want to do that. And what about the boy? What's the effect been on him?
Well, certainly we could sit here all night and guess why these men did this and what their motives were, whether it was drug-induced or whatever. But with relation to the lad himself, it's just been such a traumatic ordeal for him, but not only for him, for his family. He won't leave the house on his own. He has to be taken to school. He's receiving counselling at the moment as well. It's a dreadful ordeal for him.
It's going to take him quite some time to get over that, I
Yes,
imagine.
indeed.
Now, the car. What can you tell us about the car?
Right, we know it's a red Ford Sierra, and on the evening a vehicle was seen moving suspiciously near the Chicken Delight, and the registration that was given to us on the night was F18NUL. Now we know that this isn't the exact number, but we do know it is something very similar to this.
So it's some